This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Entertainment Hour here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am your host, Dragon Viper, and alongside me, my two co-hosts, Crispy Bacon is one. How are you doing, Chris?
I am good. Glad to be back.
Yep, definitely glad to be back. And my better half, is always the better half than me. Sarah, how are you doing today?
I'm all right.
Okay, and yeah, I'm definitely doing good. Another busy week, and it seems like I don't know, just really exhausted today, but still breathing, still alive, and we're getting the show going, so it's all good. All right, to start off, like always, Chris, can you tell us about the other programs here on the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network?
Yeah, so tonight's Entertainment Hour, we're looking at sometime in September, bringing back On Deck, and then Sundays Between the Ropes. Monday we move Between the Ropes on Monday. Tuesday I don't think we have any. Tuesday, I don't think we have anything. And then Wednesday, we're going to move our prime time, like morning tailgate, but for the evening on Wednesday night.
All right, and more changes to come. Just keep your eye on, your notifications and continue to watch our programs. First thing we're going to talk about is news. Before I get into anything, I just ran into Facebook that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, the second one, is going to be in theaters March of 2026. So this March, to pretty much celebrate 35 years of that movie. Now, I'm going to tell you this. That was back in 1991. I do not feel that old. I do not act that old. And I don't think I am that old. So I want to recount on, how long that movie's been out for.
Just because you're immature doesn't mean it's not that old.
So anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. So yeah, look forward to theaters March of 2026. That movie will be back in the theaters and celebrating their supposed 35 years of being out and released. So anyway, wanted to throw that out there. All right, we did have a few celebrities pass away this week. First off, Terrence Stamp, who was General Zod in the 1978 version of Superman. He was also Ramsley in the Haunted Mansion. There were other things he did, but those were the two that I really, wrote down because I knew of. He passed away a couple days ago. I believe, died at the age of 87. I mean, no known cause, but it's like I say, especially at that kind of age, pretty much probably just natural causes. I mean, I do remember him as, very little about him being on Superman because that was such an older movie, and I think I've seen it like once or twice. But I do remember him on Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. And then we have Judge Frank Caprio. He was a judge that he allowed filming in his courtroom, and it went on. I mean, his videos went viral online, caught a bunch of people's attention. He was known as one of the nicest judge in the world. He passed away at the age of 88 due to pancreatic cancer. But yeah, I mean, I remember watching one of his cases, and any other judge would have been mean and would not have been as lenient towards this lady and her kid, but he was. So there were cases where he should have been even more, upset and pretty much throwing the book at people. But no, he was pretty fair and was lenient at times. So, so he ended up passing away. And then the last one I have is John Crawley. For those of you that watch TikTok videos, I'm sure you probably run into him once or twice, maybe more, depending on the algorithm. He was known on TikTok as King Beard X. Passed away at the age of 47 for a heart attack. He did look like he was overweight, so but yeah, he did.
He had a respiratory distress that caused the heart attack.
Okay, he had so respiratory distress to cause it. Chris has a video that we had put on, just basically one video of what he was like, what he looked like, and what he did. There is one time it's saying the F word, so we do apologize, but it just pretty much shows who he is and what his videos were. So if you could go ahead and pull that up.
Yeah, I'll get that. Yeah. Here we go.
Can't have too much sandwich. That's too much fucking sandwich.
Hold on.
No, sir, that is not too much sandwich. That is the perfect amount of sandwich. I would love to have that amount of sandwich. I love those sandwiches.
Some people out there say you can't have.
So yeah, he was a funny guy.
That is pretty good.
But yeah, so I mean, we did, the TikTok world did end up losing him as well. So, Chris, do you happen to have anything to mention about these guys?
No, it's sad that I mean, it's gonna happen, but more people passing away, and I don't want to see anybody pass, or so.
Right. And as they say, the older we get, the more and more we're gonna see people that we know pass away, in celebrity or not. So, Sarah, you got anything?
Kind of the same as what Chris was saying, really. I do agree with you. We're gonna keep continuing to see people that we grew up with, especially the older crowd that we grew up with watching. That's gonna be showing up soon.
Yeah, and I mean that's pretty sad, but it's reality of everything. Hope they go and rest in peace and all that. Um, and the only other news I had, because this was all over Facebook and all over social media. The only news was the fact of Millie Bobby Brown, who played 11 on Stranger Things. Her and her husband Jake Bon Jovi ended up adopting a girl. So now she is a mother. And little known fact, Millie Bobby Brown is actually married to John Bon Jovi's son. So I thought that was
I
kind
thought
of
it sounded familiar. Okay.
yeah. So um so yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, her adopting this little girl. And so I mean, congratulations to both of them. I'm sure they'll make great parents. And did you happen to see a fake news about Jeff Hardy passing away?
No.
Yeah, I guess that's trying to go around Facebook right now that Jeff Hardy had passed away. Well, the resources show that he is still alive and still wrestling, so he's doing just fine.
Is one of the sources him?
Huh?
Is one of the sources him?
The one saying he died, probably. I mean, he's probably getting, up there in age that he's starting to wear out and get tired with how much he's put his body through. So make people believe he passed away so that he could retire.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is Where Are They Now? We have chosen The Sandlot, and there is a reason of choosing The Sandlot. Didn't even know. I think there was another that I was going to choose for a movie, but then there was some news that came over the internet. I think it was the internet. It was somewhere, I can't remember, about how
It was on Facebook.
Okay, so it was on Facebook about the actor Tom Geary, who played Scott Smalls, or his nickname Smalls on The Sandlot. He actually, it was a video on Facebook. He ended up going to a neighbor's house with a knife. And he was I don't remember exactly what he was doing at the neighbor's house.
He thought his wife was over there.
Oh, that's right. And so yeah, he thought his wife was over there, and when they wouldn't open the door for him, he decided he was going to take a 35-pound dumbbell weight and throw it at the neighbor's car, and shattered the windshield, I believe. But he hit the windshield and it broke the windshield. So he's not doing the best right now. But so that's what got it to where we'll be talking about The Sandlot. A great movie. I mean, it came out in '93. I enjoyed it as a kid, especially. Somebody said that they would watch on the 4th of July every year because they had a scene where it was a 4th of July thing and they were playing baseball that night and things like that. I mean, have you seen it, Chris?
I have been a while, but I remember it.
Okay. Making sure that you have seen it. So anyway,
Yeah.
this is what he's, besides getting himself in major trouble right now. This is what he's done after Sandlot. He is currently 43 years old. He's been still acting. He co-founded a nonprofit organization titled Play Forever, and it's for youth athletes for youth athletes to help them out if they can't afford something. He works as a CEO of a creative agency named Maskell, and he also co-founded Waxify, which is a Shopify app, so another shopping app that people can go to and order online. And then not only that incident with his neighbor's house and car, I guess in August of 2013, he was arrested for being too drunk to ride an airplane. So he was trying to get on an airplane. They said he was too drunk. He started arguing with them and then with security and then got arrested for it. So not doing the best since the movie ended. Then we have Mike Vitar, who played Benny the Jet Franklin Rodriguez, or just the Jet. He is currently 46 years old. He went a different direction. He no longer acts. I think he quit acting in 94 or 95, if I could remember correctly. He wanted nothing to do with the spotlight. He's out of it. But he is currently a firefighter for the Los Angeles Fire Department.
Oh,
So, like I said, he definitely took a different turn, and decided to choose a different career path. Then we have Patrick Renna, who was Hamilton Ham Porter.
He's my favorite.
He was a lot of people's favorites because he was pretty funny and sarcastic and everything else. He is currently 46 years old. He released a children's book titled Little Slugger's Guide to the Unwritten Rules of Baseball and Life. Then he co-founded the Hambino Foundation, supporting youth sports, and he also launched sportswear brand Hambino Athletics. So, he's carried it on past the movie when he's talking about, instead of the great Bambino with Babe Ruth, he is known as the great Hambino. So he's definitely carried that name way, way beyond past that movie. So I thought that was quite interesting. He's still acting,
Yeah.
and he is currently active on TikTok. So again, for all you guys that watch TikTok, you might run into one of his videos eventually. And then the only other one I got was Chauncey Leopardi, who was Michael Palladorus, or he also went by the name Squints. He is currently 44 years old. He is now a business owner. His business is named Foreign Genetics, which is a cannabis company and has his own brand titled Squints. He still attends events for Sandlot, kind of like Comic-Con or, things like that. He was also, which I didn't know, he was also in a music video for Logic and Eminem titled Homicide. So if you ever want to see him on a music video, there you go. And he is currently acting at this time. So,
I'm still talking about him.
no. about Squints.
Oh, I was gonna say because Ham is doing a bunch of commercials right now.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is I mean, on top of his acting, he's also, like Sarah said, doing commercials. And then into entertainment facts about the movie. Like I said, it was made in '93. The director, who is also the writer, David Evans, had one clear instruction. So the scene at the pool when Squints is kissing Wendy, he was allowed to do it, but the director had one clear rule for the actor: keep your tongue in your mouth. So I bet being a young child, it was probably hard, to do, but yes, that the director allowed that to happen, but it did make it very, very clear that he could not, or he had to keep his tongue in his mouth. So, I mean, take that, and do whatever with it. And then the narrator of the movie was, again, David Evans. Now, here's something interesting. So you remember the part where they're at the fair, carnival, whatever you call it, and they have that chewing tobacco, and then they get sick on the ride.
Oh yeah.
So here's what I find interesting that I didn't even know. So when they got sick all over everywhere, that was actually made from split pea soup, baked beans, oatmeal, a little water, and some movie gel to make it look, like it was the real thing. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't know that they mixed all that together. And then they used paint guns to discharge it and make it look like they were actually throwing up, getting sick and everything else, but they were actually using paintball or paint guns, and they did accidentally hit a few people that was not part of the movie. So and then the tobacco that they put in their mouth was actually beef jerky mixed with licorice. So I don't think I would have liked it because it had to have been black licorice, and I do not like black licorice whatsoever. It's disgusting. So, and then of course, some of the actors, when they went on the ride, actually did become sick in the middle of that ride. So, but I thought that was interesting how they made it look like the real thing.
Yeah, it's always interesting when they do stuff like that. It's like, I couldn't have done that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have even thought of something like that. And then during the filming of the chase scene, like the dog chasing, Benny, what was it? The temperature kept rising. In fact, one point when Smalls was running, and there was a chase scene with him or running scene with him. When he was running, the temperature was around 105 degrees, and he got so dizzy and overheated that he actually fainted into a cameraman. So
I would too.
yeah. So I mean, I thought that was interesting, and the fact that at the pool it was like 50 something degrees outside, so that's why before the actor playing Squints ended up going on the diving board, his teeth are chattering and he's looking really cold because it actually was cold outside compared to the rest of the summer heat that they were filming in. An average amount of days a film is shot is 30 to 120 days. This movie was shot in 42 days.
Oh wow.
Now, here's something else that I thought was interesting. So the real Michael Polidoros, who they took him as, I'm trying to think, I can't even think. So Squints is supposed to be this guy. So and then the real guy that he's named after, he actually sued the producers and 20th Century Fox for defamation of character because he said that he is not. They made him look like he was derogatory, he was disgusting, he was, everything that they portrayed Squints to be. He said he was not, so he sued everybody, trying to, get him to change the character, get them to change the character and give him money and things like that. Well, it didn't work because the court actually found in favor of the filmmakers, so they kept it the way it is. But the real Michael was not thrilled because he kept saying he's not like that. He's disgusting. He's not any of it. So, yeah, I probably would be upset too if somebody made a movie, about me or had me, a character be me in the movie and then definitely was not me in real life.
Mm-hmm.
The film was shot entirely in order. So usually they go piece by piece. They go, we'll shoot this scene this day, and then we'll shoot, the scene that's supposed to be at the beginning of the movie on this day. No, this was actually filmed in order. So they didn't have to do that. Now, here's another interesting fact, which I didn't know. So James Earl Jones, he played in Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner. He was a baseball enthusiast like he was in The Sandlot. Here's an interesting fact. James Earl Jones hates baseball.
Really?
Yeah, so they must have paid him a lot of money to be the baseball enthusiast for Sandlot and for Field of Dreams because he absolutely cannot stand baseball. He hates it. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting.
What makes him not like it, I wonder?
I don't think he even likes it still. I think it was just the fact that they paid him money and a lot of it, so of course he went with it. But yeah, he hates it. And then Robin Williams. He was actually going to do a voiceover for the adult Smalls. But then when they told him that it was going to be live action, that this wasn't any cartoon or anything, that this movie was live action, even at the very end, it's live action. He chose not to do it because he wanted to be a voice actor at that point.
They could have done something with him, though.
Well, yeah,
like a flashback or something, and I don't know.
Yeah, have a flashback, or at the end of the movie, as he's watching his best friend play baseball in the major leagues, have him, talk like he's talking in his head, his head's talking or something,
The voice inside,
yeah,
make him his thoughts, kind of.
Yeah, there you go. And then speaking of Mike and Tom, the two main leads, which is Mike, who played the Jet, Tom, who played Smalls, they were the two main leads in the movie. Well, what's interesting is they were the last two to be even casted. So I thought that was kind of interesting that the two main leads actually was the last to be casted. I don't know if they were trying to decide what to do with the leads or what, but usually the leads are first. first casted and picked. So I thought that was interesting.
Sometimes you just gotta find the right people, and maybe at the time they didn't, and the story played out where they're like, who would be good for this?
Yeah, they did very well in the movie. And the movie did very well. The quote, "You play ball like a girl." You remember that quote there?
I thought it was, you throw like a girl.
No, it's where they're talking to these other kids, and Ham stands there and tells the leader of this group, yelling at him, saying, "You play ball like a girl." And the other kid gets offended. And anyway, it wasn't even supposed to be his line. It was actually supposed to be said by, the Jet. Benny the Jet was supposed to be saying that. But I think they kind of figured out it'd be better off if, Hamilton said it, because it was funny that way. It was done well with that. So
I think they also had to make it seem like the Jet was more, because the Jet was supposed to be more popular
and calm.
And calm, exactly. And that didn't sound like him, something he would do.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, definitely. Definitely was made for Ham to do it instead of Benny. So, all right. And that's all the entertainment facts I have. And then we're going to go ahead and move on to this day in entertainment history. I've only got, a couple things in history that's happened, and then, movies and TV that were released back in, several, different years on this day. But 1986. Now, I love this movie, and I will watch it anytime. The movie Stand By Me was released on this day in 1986. In fact, it was released under 2 months before my brother was even born. So,
oh wow,
I love that movie. I mean, it has nothing to do with the fact Stephen King is the one that wrote it,
right?
And then on this day in 2018, Forbes magazine listed George Clooney making more money that year at $239 million than any actor did.
Huh.
The person in second that year with $124 million was The Rock.
I want that money.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having 124 million, let alone 239 million. But
Let's see.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. Was George Clooney was the most paid actor that year, and The Rock was second. And then some movies released on this day. In 1997, G.I. Jane. I have seen that one. 2006, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, which was the fourth installment of I Know What You Did Last Summer. 2008, both had Death Race and The Cheetah Girls One World. 2014 had If I Stay and When the Game Stands Tall. Never heard of those.
I think I've heard the second one.
Oh, the When the Game Stands Tall.
Yeah, but I can't remember what. Yeah.
Yeah, no, never heard of it. And Jean Carlson responded on here. Hi, Mom. She says hi, y'all. And then looking at TV debuts, 1993 had Living Single with Martin Lawrence. I'd never seen it. It was supposed to be funny, I guess. I don't know. Never.
Like I said, that's supposed to be funny. I think.
Yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
it was a comedy show. So, and then one that I never seen or never heard of, 1997 Mimic.
Never have either.
And then I've never heard of this one either. 2010 Swamp People.
I've heard of that one.
Have you?
Yeah.
I
Just think of
haven't.
just think of Duck Dynasty, but people living on a swamp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch that one either. And then in 2014, I've heard of this one, but I never really was interested in wanting to watch it. BoJack Horseman.
I've heard of that. Never watched it. I mean, I've seen clips, but I never sat down and watched an episode.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to. I don't know. I mean, the previews look kind of lame, so.
It is very lame in my opinion.
And then in 2016, Cheer Squad. Also in 2016, The Real Housewives of Auckland.
Never heard of
And
that particular brand. I mean, I've heard of Real Housewives, but not that version of it.
yeah, neither have I, Auckland. And then the last one in 2016 on this day, Too Close to Home, which again I've never heard of.
Me either.
So
If I say that, then somebody would talk to me about it. Oh, maybe I did. Okay.
Yeah. So that's all the this day in history in entertainment. Now I have a question for you guys. So out of all the reality shows, I mean, you have, I guess at this point, hundreds of reality shows out there.
Mhm.
From the Kardashians to the Osbournes to, all that. Past and present, which reality show would you like to be on, or would you like to have been on? Go ahead, Chris.
Man. Can it be competition shows too?
Yeah. Any reality shows.
Okay.
So Survivor.
Right. Survivor would be one. Amazing Race would be another. I think it'd be cool to travel. I wouldn't mind sitting in like the Osbournes or something like that, just to see how I guess their life they live their life, but something like that.
Yeah, no, that would have been nice. What about you, Sarah? What reality shows would you have liked to have been on, or would you like to be on?
Big Brother.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I
Big
didn't-
Brother. Yeah.
I didn't think of that.
Big Brother would have been fun to be on. Survivor.
Survivor. Yeah.
I can't think of what it was, but I can't think of the name. The
What was
one
it?
where you have a partner and you have to go fly places and go places.
That's The Amazing Race.
The Amazing Race, yeah, that one.
Mhm. That would be cool too.
Because it's like puzzles involved with it too. So not only do you get to visit all these awesome places, but you also get to try and do the puzzles.
Yeah, at least nobody said
At
least nobody said
Fear
Fear
Factor would have been fun. It didn't bother me. I liked seeing them put their hand in big vats of spiders. Eating.
I got immune to that really quickly.
Weird things that
They're bringing that back, by the way.
Oh, I know. I saw.
There's another one. I can't think of what it was though. Oh, what was it called? The one where they remodel your house for you.
Oh, like Extreme Makeover.
Yeah, the Extreme Makeover show. You know, they even have some where like they do makeovers for you. You know,
Oh, right.
not only do they make over your house, but they make over you. And I can't remember the name of that one either. But
Pimp My Ride.
Pimp My Ride would be cool. You know what they could do to my Hyundai or whatever it's called? That'd be fun. Maybe it'd actually get fixed instead of, you know, hey, you want to take it home because we can't fix it right now?
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that, mister?
What? And then mine is again, I had mentioned if I would, you know, what I would have liked to have been in, but notice that Jersey Shore was one of them because, you know, back then I used to do what they were doing, except the extreme fighting. I didn't really fight much because, you know, nobody wanted to, but I wanted to be in Jersey Shore. And the other one was WWE Tough Enough because, you know, it was great back in the late 90s, and
of course.
So I wanted to be in Tough Enough. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and move right along to celebrity birthdays. Now, I don't know if my mom is on here. She said hi, but so, I mean, if she would say something so I know, that way if I have to wait a few seconds or not. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and start here. First off, we're looking at Tori Amos. I don't know if you know who Tori Amos is. She sang, I believe it was Bad, or I can't remember one of the songs, but one of the songs I did like from her was Cornflake Girl.
Yeah, that's that one.
She sang, you know, I believe it was mid 90s, late 90s, something like that.
I would say you. $43.
Wow, you're a nice guy. You want to try guess? Tori Amos.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who it is either?
I don't think so.
She sang Cornflake Girl and
Never heard of that.
and oh, I wish I knew the other song she sang, but anyway, no, she actually turned 61.
Oh.
What was that other song? 62.
Way off.
Yeah, no, it's actually 62 that she turned. What was it? It was I don't remember, but anyway, so moving on. Next person is from the Backstreet Boys, Howie Dorough, or however you pronounce his last name.
55.
43.
And Chris
55.
said what?
55.
Actually, he turned 51.
Okay.
How is that wrong?
You're like a year behind on all of them.
And
Did you do it
that's
before
the site.
midnight?
No, I did it after midnight. Hold on. Go to Colin Ray.
Yeah, I was close on that one.
So, yeah, for some reason this thing is messed up. All right, so Moving on. So just add a year. Moving on to the next one. I don't know if you know who this is, but he's a country singer. Colin Ray. He's saying, "That's my story. One boy, one girl." I mean, a plethora of country songs.
Plethora.
That's what I said.
You said plethora. I'm just teasing you.
I know.
I'm gonna say 60.
You said 60. You were close. Actually, he's turned 65. So, and then the original member of the Beach Boys from 1962 to 63, David Marks. Oh, mom is chiming in. Okay.
Hi, Mom.
I'm gonna say 70.
And then I'll give it a second for mom to type in an age. Actually, he is turning, or he turned I'm dyslexic, 77. So,
Close yet again.
mom said 84. I think Chris was closer.
Actually,
That's
she was. Because
Actually,
he said 70, right?
he said 70. She said 84. So they're about the same. They're
Yeah,
the same.
seven away each.
And then another country singer that sang "Dark Horse," Mila Mason. She was like a 1 or 2 hit wonder.
Didn't Katy Perry sing a variation of that?
Yeah, well, it's different Dark Horse. They
Okay.
the same title, just 2 different songs, 2 different genres of music.
Okay. Question mark.
Hey now.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna go with 58.
62.
And waiting for a second for mom. And mom said question mark. Really, mom? Sarah was close. She actually turned 63. So she was 62. And then Sarah not so much knows who this is, but we do because we watch WWE. Jimmy and Jay Uso.
I know who they are.
Oh.
Yeet, yeet.
Oh, jeez, don't start, please. And of course, Chris is laughing about it.
Am I right? Those are the ones that do that, right?
Jimmy or Jay's the one that does yeet, and Jimmy's the one that's no yeet.
Are they twins?
Yes,
Oh, I didn't realize that. I thought they were just brothers.
Rikishi's sons.
It was the Asian, or not the Asian, the
Simone.
black guy. Simone.
With the thong.
Yeah,
But
yeah. That always put his butt in people's faces.
Yeah.
that's
See, I
Rikishi.
remember like the older crowd. I don't remember, you know.
And then Roman Reigns and The Rock are their cousins.
Yeah. Stupid Roman Reigns. Anyway, how old
I'm gonna
is
say they're 33. I can't remember.
38.
Mom is right on, actually. 40.
Oh, they're your age.
So, and then next is I don't know if you remember him, Chris. I don't think mom. I don't think mom would know, but you might remember him. But Paul Ellering, he used to manage.
Yeah,
the
he was with
LA.
AOP. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to say
and now he's in like AEW.
Oh, he is now?
Last I knew.
Huh. I'm gonna say 73. I know he seemed up there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's pretty up there. And then, did you want to give a guess? Paul Ellering, he used to manage the Legion of Doom decades ago.
72.
Mom did question mark. Actually, Sarah's right, 72. So,
Now it's off by one.
and you were
I'll be right back. I gotta check on the kids.
okay. And then the last one for today from the Packers football team, Randall Cobb.
35.
Give it a second for Mom to answer. Actually, you were very, very, very close. 36. Yeah, he was 35 yesterday. He turned 36 today.
He was either 34 or 36.
And then starting with tomorrow, I had to do it. He's passed away, but I had to do it because of who it was. Born in 1978, passed away in 2020. Kobe Bryant.
I would say 45.
Mom said 35 on Randall Cobb. Yeah, she was agreeing with you, and you both were off by one. But anyway, Kobe Bryant, what did you say?
45.
Close.
I'll take it.
he would have actually have been 47 today or tomorrow. So, yeah.
Okay, I got one for you. Do you remember Sister Jean from the March Madness tournament?
No.
She'd be on the sideline for the school. How old do you think she would have been?
89.
She'd like you for that.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
wait a minute.
How old?
It was a big birthday.
101. Wait a minute. No. 106.
Yes.
I was gonna say.
There you go.
I was gonna say. I remember seeing somebody's birthday was today, and she had turned 106.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. Okay. And then moving on, Rick Springfield. You know, Jesse's Girl. The song.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember that song.
Yeah, me too. I had a friend named Jesse. So I'd start singing it to him, and he's like, Randy, shut up.
Man, that song has been out for a while. But how long? Let's see. I'm gonna say 58.
Wow, he'd like you. No, he's actually turning 70. Oh, Mom said 72. She's closer. She is actually turning 77. Oh, geez. He is actually turning 77 tomorrow. So, Mom was closer. And then I had to have this because, well, I mentioned about it earlier. The movie Stand By Me. This guy was born in 1970. In fact, born in 1970, died in 1993. River Phoenix. Mom should know because Mom liked River Phoenix, and I know she looked him up in like the Guinness Book of Records or something like that.
I'm gonna say 54.
I'm going to give Mom a minute.
I was trying to do the math of when he passed, plus the years of this year. You know.
Yeah. No, actually, you were close. He would have been turning 56. So you were pretty close. And then we talked about this movie earlier, The Sandlot. Marty York, who played the kid, yeah. Every time somebody would talk, he'd be like, yeah, and then Mom said 60 for River
I
Phoenix.
say
Wow, Mom.
62.
For Marty York.
I don't. No, the one you're talking about now.
Yeah, the yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, 62.
Yeah, you're way off. Mom said 60. She's way off.
Just a bit outside.
Actually, he's going to be turning 46. So, yeah. Remember that movie came out in 93s, and they weren't that old. They were, somewhere between 14 and 17. I believe the girl was 18, but yeah, somewhere between 14 and 17 is when that movie. That's how old they were when that movie came out. So,
Wow.
And then the actor Jay Moore, who was in Are We There Yet? Huh?
He was a comedian? Or...
Yeah, Jay Moore, the comedian. He was in Are We There Yet?
I know. He was a host of speaking of reality shows, reality comedy show called Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, he was.
Jeremy That's where Pryor. I knew him from, I think. Good show.
Mom question mark.
I would say 60.
You're close.
68.
Now you're way off.
Okay.
No, he's going to be turning 56. And then Mom's going to know this person. I barely know her. I don't know if you know her, but Shelley Long. She was on Cheers and the Brady Bunch movie.
Maybe 78.
What'd you say?
78.
Oh, so close.
77.
Yep. Yeah. Mom said 72. She will like you, Mom. And then we have, everybody knows what TV show she's from, but Barbara Eden from I Dream of Jeannie.
80.
Wow, and that's you being nice.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I Dream of Jeannie is a pretty old movie or TV show.
I've heard of it.
Mom said 93. She's close. Actually, Barbara's going to be turning 94. Actually, 95. Sorry, 95. So, but
I've heard the show.
Yeah, well, I've heard of it. I never actually watched it, but I did hear of it. Mm-hmm. And then the last one for Saturday, everybody knows him. He is currently in jail, but I only picked him because he is the former Subway spokesperson, Jared Fogle.
question mark. Just to correct.
58.
Oh,
63.
Is that high?
yeah.
Oh, never
Probably.
mind. No, higher.
He's in prison. Why do we care?
I don't like.
That's what I said. Question mark.
I only did this
Just because.
because he's the former Subway
He's
spokesperson.
probably like 70 something by the time he gets out of prison, right?
He may look 70. And then Mom said 60. Actually, all of you are off. He'll
That's
be
okay.
turning. He'll be turning 49. So he's not that much older than me. And then here's some for Sunday. David Koechner, who played the Comebacks, Anchorman.
66.
He said 66. Mom's probably going to end up with a question mark. Actually, he is going to be turning 60. Yep, there's a question mark. He is going to be turning 64. So you're close on that one. And then I don't know if you've seen these movies, but the Police Academy movies and 3 Men and a Baby.
I've heard of it.
Steve Guttenberg, who played Mahoney on the Police Academy movies.
Let me say. I'm going to say 55.
Nope, not even close. No, actually, he's going to be turning 68. So he's older than I thought he was. Mom said 72. Yeah, no, he's going to be 68. And then everybody knows this guy, comedian. He was on You Got Mail. Dave Chappelle. He had his own
Jim
Chappelle show.
Carrey. I'm going to say he's 55.
And no, actually, but you're close again.
Oh, he looks it. He looks it.
No, Mom said 58. Chris is closer. He's actually going to be turning 53.
I was going to say, he looked like he was in his 50s. So.
And then you have Linda Hogan, Hulk Hogan's ex-wife.
Yeah, did you hear about the development on that story?
Do what?
Did you hear the development on that story?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
She said she still loves Hulk Hogan, and she's never getting married or getting with anyone ever again.
Or that, but I mean, about how he could have really passed.
Oh.
Yeah. On the age thing, I don't know.
Give a wild guess. Mom's loving giving wild guesses.
All right. 64.
You're close.
Okay.
No, she'll be turning 67. So once again, you're close. Then we have Craig Kilborn, was on ESPN, and he went to CBS Late Show.
Yes, Sarah? I'm guessing
You was on ESPN?
Yeah. He used to be an ESPN anchor person before having his own late show.
Really? I remember from the Late Show. Huh.
Craig Kilborn.
Craig Kilborn, yeah, he was the Late Late Show. That's the only thing I know him from.
But yeah, he
Same
used to
here.
be. What?
I said same here.
62.
I was gonna say
Mom
60.
Mom said question mark. Chris says 60. Actually, he's turning 64. So all y'all are close except for Mom, Miss question mark. Can't even guess an age. Then we have two more. We have Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
He's aged. 75? And if not, he looked it.
Close.
Okay.
Actually, he will be turning. Now, of course, I'm correct. Mom hit it on the head. He's actually turning 80 years old. So, yep.
I can see it, yeah.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon turning 80. And then the.
Fired.
Hope not. And then the last one I have is The Rock's daddy, Rocky Johnson. Born, and he passed away, but he was born in 1944, passed away in 2020. So how old would he be?
$88.
No. And give it a second for Mom. The Rock's dad, Rocky Johnson.
Well, The Rock's like 54 or something like that, so 76.
No. And then, of course, Mom's gonna chime in a sec, but he would have actually turned 81.
Oh.
So, all right, and that's it for celebrity birthdays for the night and for the week. We're gonna go ahead to our last topic. Mom said 88. No, close though. So we're gonna go to our last topic, 10 or less. The first one is Johnny Depp. Chris, you want to go ahead and start yours off?
Halloween. Hold on. Pirates of the Caribbean. Edward Scissorhands. Sleepy Hollow. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And that's pretty much it.
All right. Mine is Pirates, all the Pirate of the Caribbean movies, because I think he is hilarious in them.
Did you hear that he accepted to go back as the role of Johnny, or as Jack Sparrow?
Huh.
I seen a thing about it.
And then Sweeney Todd, Secret Window. I have to have Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Edward Scissorhands. A Nightmare on Elm Street. So that's my list. Sarah, you got one?
Yeah. Of course, Pirates of the Caribbean. Alice in Wonderland was really good. Edward Scissorhands. Sweeney Todd was good. Blow. That was a good one. What's Eating Gilbert Grape, of course. The Tourist was really good. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Crybaby. Secret Window was good. The Rum Diaries was pretty good too. I don't know. Once Upon a Time in Mexico is pretty good. And Finding Neverland. Oh, Benny and June.
Never seen it.
Oh my gosh, we have to watch it.
That's a good list.
And then, so yep, that's a good list. Although I haven't seen most of them.
You're just gonna have to watch them.
And then next up we have Jamie Lee Curtis. Go ahead with your list there, Sarah.
Freaky Friday, Halloween, Perfect, Christmas with Cranks, of course, all the other Halloween movies, My Girl, Death of Centerfold, Haunted Mansion. That's all I can think of right now.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
So I got Halloween. I got Freaky Friday, True Lies, A Fish Called Wanda, Knives Out, and Trading Places.
All right, that's a good one. And mine is all the Halloween movies, so all three of us agree on that. Knives Out, Christmas with the Cranks, Freaky Friday, True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then I have My Girl 1 and 2. All right, and the last one, just because I wanted to throw this out there, I went ahead with it. Bands with weird names. And the reason why I did this one was because of the fact that there literally is a band out there called The THE space THE. So I was like, you know what? I'm kind of curious on other people's perspectives on what they think their top 10 bands with the weird names on them. So go ahead and start it off, Chris.
You know, I can't really think of any.
Okay, I mean that's fine too. Sarah?
I don't know that some of the ones that I've seen are really appropriate for the show.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
But like Chumbawamba, I thought was always a funny name.
Okay,
Yeah,
I see one. Half man, half biscuit.
Half man, half biscuit.
I don't think I could say those words.
That one you can because I'm gonna say it.
Butthole surfers.
Yeah. So
the other ones, yeah. I mean, Hoobastank's funny.
But and then so here's my list: Hoobastank, Hootie and the Blowfish, the like I had already mentioned, Panic at the Disco, Butthole Surfers, and then there's a few that are retro like Goo Goo Dolls, Todd the Wet Sprocket or Toad, sorry, can't even read my own writing. Toad the Wet Sprocket, Mr. I mean, Bowling for Soup. Who wants to bowl for soup? I mean, come on.
I wouldn't mind. I like bowling.
Chumbawamba, Bare Naked Ladies, and then Cagey Elephant. So I mean, that's kind of my list.
You can't forget Dead Kennedys either. That was a weird one.
So, but yeah, I don't know how these names come up, or maybe they've been drinking too much alcohol, going, hey, we should name our band, Phone.
There you go.
Coming next, the band name Phone. I mean, you even have like D12. So I mean, there's some pretty non appropriate names, but there's also those names out there that just make no sense, and you're going, how did they even allow this name to happen? How did it come up? So, but
There's also we butter the bread with butter.
what?
I don't know.
Weird.
The Ting Tings,
Yeah.
they sing "That's Not My Name."
Well then,
You should know that song.
no,
You don't know that song?
no. But
They call me whatever. That's not my name. That's not my name. Song.
anyway, so
I know that one.
we're gonna go ahead and close this out. Chris, you got anything to add?
I did hear a report that one of your favorite performers is going to be at the Thanksgiving halftime show here in Dallas.
Which one?
I was kidding. It was Taylor Swift.
Oh, really?
I was teasing him the other day because I was like, "Hey, your favorite singer is bringing out a new album."
Really?
And there's talks of her performing at the Super Bowl.
Oh, give me a break. I'm not going to Dallas anytime soon. Well, and not only that, but she literally said on Facebook one day, she said, I'm the reason why men watch football now. And I'm like,
No, you're not.
no, you're not. Not even close. So anyway, go ahead and continue, Chris.
That's pretty much it. But, fun show. Thanks everyone for watching and commenting, and I hope we'll be back next week.
All right, Sarah, you got anything?
Just thank you everyone for commenting. Nice seeing you on there today, Mom. I hope everybody has a great weekend.
All right, thank you. And yeah, I mean, like the other two have said, thank you for commenting, watching, Mom, thanks for the comments. I know you enjoy the birthdays as much as we do. Trying to guess. I need to fact check, I guess, some birthdays, because that hasn't happened to me before. But anyway, so yeah, I hope everybody has a great weekend, great night, a great week coming up, and let's hope for no celebrity passing away this week. So we can only hope. So
yeah.
All right, and yeah. So I guess we're going to go ahead and head out. Good night, everybody.
No.